Hello, goodbye, and hello again. Welcome back to Drifter Carbon. Now, I know it's Spooky Ducktober right now, and this pack isn't Halloween themed, but I wanted to go ahead and do this one anyway. Today, we're doing another Minecraft texture pack review. If you've not seen these before, I show off the textures and then give my final thoughts on the pack as a whole. And this one is called Wolfhound Medieval Textures by GoE-Craft. Oh, excuse me, GoE-Craft. We've seen packs from them before. I don't remember which one specifically, but anyway, the description on this one says, "Immerse yourself in a lushly painted world full of detail, precision, and quality. Wolfhound breathes new life into your world and with intricate and imaginative textures that will allow you to build beautiful structures like you've never have before. Enhanced 64 by 64 textures, one of the most popular Java packs." So apparently this was on Java before it came to Bedrock. "Years of fine tuning, and by Fainting Goat and GOE." So this is probably by a different artist than the other GOE packs that we've seen before, possibly, because it looks different from anything that I remember. But GOE is the company, and this has 4 avatars on it as well. These are the 4 avatars. That's what your character could look like with these packs. I'm not overly fond of the giant sad eyes on these avatars, but that might be right up your alley for all I know. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into the texture review world. Alrighty, here we are in the texture pack display world, and this pack costs 830 mine coins. I forgot to mention that before. So let's start by looking at things that grow, and I'm already seeing some fun tree textures here. Pretty cool, and the little baby trees. Now this was updated for 1.21, so that should tell us what is and isn't going to be visible today. Is that a mushroom? That's a different looking mushroom if that's a mushroom. I assume that it is. It's where the mushrooms are, so yes, that's a mushroom. It's just, it looks like some sort of orange growing out of herbs. Here's fun jack-o'-lanterns. Various other plants. The flowers. Some nifty designs so far. Okay. Yeah, so I want to go ahead and do this one because I don't know when it's going to get removed from the Marketplace Pass, and this was one I definitely wanted to do before it went away. Here's logs and the shaved logs. Here's the planks. They're mostly the same, just different colors, which is fine. But the logs all have fun different patterns and stuff. Here is dirt, sand, and gravel, and we can see that there's some fun mushrooms growing in this one, and some interesting stone texture on the top of that one. We can see that the suspicious sand and suspicious gravel look different from regular ones, which is not always the case. Not everybody bothers to have some unique detail on those. Here's sandstone, which I'm quite fond of these sandstone, actually. This is really well done. Nice carvings on them and patterns. We have stone and stuff. Some nice semi-realistic patterns there. Polished stone, another nice carving. Cobblestones. Here's bricks. A pig breathing fire on that one, or it could, yeah, no, that's a pig. I started to say it could be a lion, but that's clearly some sort of pig or warthog. Stone, bricks, blocks, etc. We have some more intricately detailed patterns and some cool, you know, trees and other various things. We have glass, and this does have a pattern to it. It does have a you know, inlays to the glass, but it looks like it should be pretty easy to see through when we do the mobs later, and some of the mobs are inside of glass. Wool, kind of a different wool pattern. It doesn't look very woolly. Concrete powder looks more woolly than the wool does. Concrete, terracotta, interesting. They all have a flower, or some of them have a flower design on them, but not all. Glazed terracotta, ooh, that's neat. Like this, it's very lacy. We have ore, and I would say that these are pretty darn easy to see. Most of these stand out really well. All of these stand out really well against the regular stone pattern, which is a critical thing. Like if you can't easily tell from a distance that there's ore in the wall or the ground, then you're not going to be mining as efficiently in survival. Nether ore, deep slate ore, same story. It's just darker. It's actually got a different pattern to it than the regular stone. But that's cool. There's little animated particles and stuff on the redstone. Here's amethyst. Random lonely magma block. Sponges. These sponges look quite different from any sponge we've seen before. They look more like light bulbs to me, or you know, some sort of light source, but you can tell the difference between them at least. So if you know that's what a sponge looks like in this pack, then you're golden. Here's light sources. That's interesting. There's a totally different design for the redstone torch. Nifty. I like it. I like it. Bulbs. They're new. They're custom. Copper bulbs. Nice to see that this is a fully updated pack. Here's campfires. Well, fully updated as of now. They're about to release more content. You know, that they've already got stuff in beta or whatever. Here's various miscellaneous other light sources. Like the look of all of these. Here's I believe these are like sea lamps, sea lanterns. Here's the signs. I'd say it would be pretty easy to read these signs, which is nice. Same with the hanging signs. I like to see nice, easily readable signs. There are dark ones that are a little dark and might be difficult to read from a distance, but I'm not sure how you'd get around that. Monster spawner, which is cool. It's got like a monster on it. Fences and gates. Similar to the wood patterns before, just in fence and gate form. Dried kelp block. Diamond, lapis, gold, emerald, and redstone blocks all look pretty cool. Different fantasy patterns on them. Here's the iron block. Same story. Raw copper, gold, and iron. The lodestone has kind of a sun motif. Prismarine. Slime block and honey, hay bale, bone block, quartz. One of the quartz is very carved and decorated. Here's what copper looks like. Here is the ladder. That's a nice ladder. And the doors. Ooh. I do like the doors. I like me some good doors, and you can see through most of them, which is a big plus. You can see through all of them, actually. They all have, uh, windows in them or holes in them. Very cool. I often say a pack can live or die by its doors, and I'd say this one's definitely living by it. I mean, it's got plenty of other merits too, so it's not like it was depending on the doors being good in order to get a good score. I'm just goofing around. But here's the trap doors. Now I will say there's like one trap door here that doesn't have. Oh, I guess there's these up here too that don't have holes in them, and I usually like to see at least a couple because I like to make couches and benches out of the trapdoors as the arms of the couches, and that looks better when you don't have holes in it, in my opinion. But that may be purely subjective. Bookcases, etc. Very neat. I like the look of these bookcases. I apologize. I'm burping a lot today. Anyway, here's the enchanting table. Very cool, very decorated book. I like that. I like to see something be different about the enchanting table for a change. The beds all appear to be basically the same pattern, just different colors. They're very bright, and some of them have two colors going at the same time, which is nice. Here's crafting tables and villager job tables, and there's the crafter in the background there. You can see that they're all very neat designs. And you can tell what they are. It's pretty easy to identify most of these as exactly what they are. The crafter, you can see it's got the different textures on different sides of the thing. Here's the furnaces. Anvils and grindstones. You can definitely tell when your anvil is about to break. Cauldrons with lava and a potion. Chest. Ooh, I like to see that there are different patterns on the single and double chests there. It's a really cool double chest. Really fond of the aesthetic they got going here. Barrel, jukebox, and note block. Empty armor stand, beacon, bell, iron bars. Even the bell has nice decorations on it. Let's look at the paintings, and it's all custom, so we'll zoom out so you can see them. Kind of a sketchbook vibe with all of these so far. Very neat. I guess if you are going for kind of a fantasy world, then I guess having sketchbook paintings wouldn't be such a bad thing. I might have liked to have seen like a little frame around them or something as well, make them a little more less like just a sketchbook page on the wall. But anyway, item frames, but those were all good. I think they've done a good job with all the paintings. Rails. Here's your mine carts. That's the TNT, since I don't think I have TNT set up anywhere by itself. There's a black sheep and a mine cart. Might dye the sheep at some point, since a lot of these packs, the black sheep are just like pure black. Redstone stuff. We got a fun face on the observer there. Redstone's got kind of this crystal vibe going with a lot of the redstone contraptions. Very nice redstone stuff. Pottery. Ooh, I like the pottery. Yeah, very nice. Nifty. Okay, the scaffolding. Here's the banners. They've got a nice little border. The boats. Kind of what you'd expect from boats, I suppose. Here's Tough. It's a nice custom Tough, but in the style of the default, just with its own aesthetic. Like this is similar to a Tough that we've seen before, the default Tough or whatever. And the Trial Spawner and Vault are nice and spooky. So there you go. There's a little bit of Halloween flair in here, you know. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and jump back. Sorry if it sounded a little bit like I was in a distant tunnel when the video started. I had my mic too far away from me, and I just realized that like halfway through the last segment. So anyway, here's armors. Oh, let's set off a firework real quick. Oh, that's cool. It's got custom particles. That's nice. A lot of these packs don't bother with that. So they're getting a lot of like little bits of bonus points from me today for the small details. Here's the custom armors. That's a fun leather armor for a change. That's chainmail. Looks very chainmail-y. Iron, gold, has kind of a, you know, king look to it. The diamond and the netherite. Very nice. I like the custom armors. Here is what the elytra look like. It's lacy. Kind of a plain shield. The turtle shell looks different. Looks like something an elf would wear. Appropriately enough, since it's a fantasy pack. Ooh, the mace is kind of a warhammer. I like that. That's neat. That's the best custom mace we've seen so far, but it's not much of a contest because we've only seen a couple of custom maces. Here are the amethyst armor trims on iron armor. We can see that they've actually got completely custom armor trims on these models. And I know I've said that before, but I really mean it this time. You can tell that there's different details, different like accessories on the headdress, different, you know, patterns on the legs, different chest accessories and capes. Bet these look different from behind too. They do. Okay, we'll do another pan from behind here in a minute. Let's look at the front first. This does kind of make me want to set up more armor trims at some point and show off the other armor types with armor trims. That would be a lot of effort. Here we have coming up here are the newest ones. These two, the Bolt and Flow, were added not too long ago. So let's look at these all from behind because some of them have got some really cool capes and whatnot going on. Very neat. I'm always glad when armor looks totally different from, you know, the default armor. I think that's the first time we've seen somebody put this much effort into armor trims before. Here are items, starting with weapons and tools. I like the swords and the axes and whatnot. These may be my favorite tools that we've seen from any pack so far, actually. Oh, let me throw a snowball. That's what snowballs look like. Here's a wind charge. Very cool. Look at some more items. The compass is functional. The compasses are functional in this pack. There was a pack recently that did not have functioning compasses, and that was disappointing. Horse armors, potions, nice magical looking potions, and they all seem to have different, well, most of them have different designs to them. Some of them just had different colors. Here's foods. All the various things you can stuff in your gob. Here are music discs. They appear to be little magical lutes or something. I'm not sure what you describe them as. Maybe they're supposed to be gems. Yeah, I guess they're just like magical jewels that play music. And we have, oh, these are things in bottles. They've started to say more potions, but they're things in bottles. They're just captured in these flasks type bottles. That's neat. That's an interesting twist. Here's minerals, books. Here's some of the more recent items, the core, the ominous bottle. We already saw the mace and the keys, of course. Very neat. I wouldn't mind playing in a survival world in this texture pack. Here's what a couch would look like with that particular trapdoor as the arms. Here is a water cooler, oh yes, the medieval fantasy water cooler. Of course. Let's look at some mobs. Here's a chicken. And a bee. Face over this way, bee. There you go. A cow. Cow's eyes seem to be different sizes, but that might just be because he's got a spot over one of them. I gotta say, the mobs so far are not as cool as some of the blocks, but you know, mobs are more difficult, I suppose. Sheep. Kind of a funny face on the sheep. Here are the wolves, and the wolves in wolf armor. Nice custom wolf armor there. Very swirly, very like something made by an elf or a dwarf. Here's polar bear. We have a ocelot. Okay, that's kind of a cool ocelot. And the regular cats. The mushroom. Here's a bat. You can see that, yes, it is indeed easy to see through the glass, which is nice. Not always the case. Parrots, some of them are flying around. They're regular bird parrots instead of being, you know, different kinds of birds or fantasy critters or whatever, but that's okay. At least they're detailed and they're, you know, nice looking. The rabbits. The llama. Here are what the horses look like. Various horses with various patterns and horses in horse armor. Cool, cool, cool. I like the horse armor as well. The donkey and the mule. Now, if you stuck these fellers next to each other in a regular world without signs in front of them and asked me which one was the donkey and which one was the mule, I would not be able to tell you which is which. The skeleton horse. Here's a zombie horse, and it looks very cursed. The tropical fish. Cool. I like the tropical fish. Here's cod. That's a fun cod. It's got kind of a big nose on it. The puffer fish. They've got little faces on them. Some people don't always decorate the puffer fish sufficiently, but I think this one's a nice little pattern on the puffer fish. The salmon, and yes, I'm pronouncing it that way on purpose. Fun salmon. The dolphin. We can see him swimming around in there. Kind of a short-nosed dolphin in this pack. Or just tiny-nosed, I guess. The sea turtle. I'm not seeing any custom geometry so far. Everything's just a pattern, but that's all right. Not everything has to be custom. You just get bonus points for having some custom geometry on the mobs. Panda. Looks like a panda. We have the fox. Cute little fox. The creeper went for the floral pattern on it. Went for a very plant-like creeper, which we've seen done before, but that's a nice example of it. He's looking like he's having a bad day. Let's spawn in an Enderman. That's what the Endermen look like. We'll get a better look at them later. I'm not going to chase after him today. A silverfish, very spiky. Here we have a skeleton. He's got fangs. He's a vampire skeleton. Same with the wither skeleton here. He just has some golden accents on him, or fiery accents, magical runes carved into his bone. A stray. He's facing the wrong way. I'm gonna pop over here and get about. Of course, now he's facing the other way because, of course, he is. Okay. Well, we saw him for a second there. That was what the stray looks like. He's another bony boy. There we go. Better look at him. Got a magical gem on his collarbone. Slime has haunting white eyes. Here's the spider and cave spider. Creepy, detailed spiders. The zombie. I guess any video could be a Halloween video if it's got enough zombies in it, right? There's the zombie. Ooh. Scary zombie. The bogged. You can see that it's nice and custom. Very cool. The husk. It was facing this way a moment ago, but I wasn't paying attention, and now it's facing the other way. Glad I put these windows here. Creepy empty eyes on the husk there. The drowned. Looks like a waterlogged zombie to me. Squid and glow squid. And jump in here with it. Got lots of eyes. Many eyes on these squids. Tryptophobia warning. These squids got lots of holes in their faces. Here's a witch. Kind of a funny witch. Kind of ogre-like. Guardian and elder guardian. Nothing too crazy with those. The endermite. Spawn one in every time. Kind of stone-like, I would say. Like it's made out of I don't know. It's stone-like. The magma cube. Not to be confused with the lonely magma block. This is the lonely magma cube. Here we have the striders. Kind of a nonplussed derpy face on these striders. Does it change much when it goes in the lava? Go in the lava. Go in the lava. It just turns red. The zoglin, the zombified hoglin. Cursed in much a similar way as the zombie horse. These zombie piglins, I imagine the regular piglins are going to look quite different from these zombie piglins. They're very, haunted looking piglins. Here's the goats. Cute little goats. Here's the axolotls. As you can see, they've got little smiley faces. Cute little guys. Here's the allay. Face over this way, allay. You can kind of see they've got two white eyes. Now, poke over here and get a better look at them. The front. Face me, guys. There you go. And you can see their eyes a little better. Here's the frog. Yep. He seems to be looking in opposite directions. Wandering trader and their llamas. That's what the wandering trader looks like. Here's the camel. Nice little slits for eyes on those camels. And the blaze. Trying to get a better look at its face. It might not have a custom face. I mean, it might not have a different pattern on its face than... Oh, it does. Okay. Here's the ghast, and we will get a better look at the ghast here in a minute when we're in the nether. It's got lots of eyes as well. Shulker. Goofy little shulker. The Vindicator and the Evoker. And they're different from each other, which is always nice. They don't always bother to have different facial faces on these guys. Some packs just cheap out and have them be too similar. Let's look at the villagers. They went with the very human villager in this pack. But they've got different hair colors and hair patterns and so forth. A few different hairstyles and different outfits. But mostly the same face. But I suppose that's not changing too much from how it is in default Minecraft, because they've always got the same face. Here's the zombie villagers, and they're quite creepy, I would say. Creepy zombie villagers. Here's the phantom. I don't remember putting... Are these torches in there? I guess those are torches. I guess I put torches in there to keep it from... keep monsters from spawning in there, back when I had monsters turned on. I mean, spawning turned on. Here are the pillagers. They look like people, but more, or like the evoker or the you know, the other one. Here, here's the Ravager. That's kind of a fun Ravager. Nice mob so far. I mean, you know, the animal mobs kind of left me wanting more, but I like the monsters and the people mobs more. Here's the iron golem and the damaged iron golem, and you can definitely tell which is which. A snow golem and the snow golem with its pumpkin carved off. It's got little dots for eyes. I'm surprised it's not coal, because it's a snowman. I guess it's a magical snowman. Here's the sniffer. Custom sniffer. Armadillo. We've seen very few custom armadillos so far, but these are nice ones. Here is the warden. That's what the warden looks like. Pretty cool. Over here is the breeze. Nice to see a custom breeze pattern. And the wither. Started to say warden there, but it is the wither. That is what the wither looks like. Okay, let's go check out the nether. Okay, here we are in the nether. Some nice particles on the nether portal, and that's what the nether portal looks like. Got kind of haunted faces on it. Here's the regular hoglin. As I expected, the hoglins look quite different from the zombie hoglins in this pack. Good to see. Here is a respawn anchor. One of these days I should power up a respawn anchor in this pack. And the piglins. They definitely look different from their zombie brethren. Okay, around here somewhere is a ghast. Yeah, that's what the ghast look like. Okay. Lots of eyes. Eyes on the side and eyes on the front. Cool, cool, cool. That from a certain angle, this rock structure here looks like a dragon. Hadn't noticed that before. Let's go ahead and fly out towards the forest, just to show off more of the nether. Just gotta head in this direction real quick. All right. Yeah, here's what these look like. Big time tryptophobia warning on this pack. I might have to put a warning on the front of this video. But yeah, that's what the forest looks like. Okay, let's go check out the Stronghold Below template world. Alrighty, this is the Stronghold Below template world, and I use it to show off the end. And this is just a template, so if you want to use a very similar world to this one, all I've done is dug a hole and added a few torches and a pillar here, and that's about it. But yeah, you can get this kind of world for yourself by going to the templates when creating a new world. Let's look at some villager houses as we fly towards the ruined villager village rather. That's what a compost bin looks like. You can see what the ice and frozen water looks like as well, since I don't have those shown off in the other pack. Oh, pigs on top of pigs here. Pigs all the way down. What's in here? These trapdoors? Yeah, trapdoors. Let's look at a ruined portal. Looks pretty cool. I like these trees, man. Okay, yeah, so only the dead live here, as I often say. But is that a different bed? No, that okay. That's never mind. We showed off all the beds, but this is what cobwebs look like. That's kind of a different cobweb, but it's very cobwebby. I'd say that's looks more like a cobweb than some of the ones we've seen. Some of the ones that just do. Is this a baby wolf? Yeah, that's a baby wolf. That's cool. So that's something that we didn't have in the other pack, because it would just grow up eventually and then it wouldn't be a baby anymore. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the stronghold. Down into the depths. I like this mossy stone here. Makes for a interesting pattern on the walls of the stronghold. Go ahead and run. This is what the iron bars look like when they're you know, in a wall. I had some of those set up in the other world, but I'm not sure if really got across what they look like when there's a lot of them. Here's an Eye of Ender, and we're gonna create the end portal. Pretty cool end portal. I like when there's a custom pattern for the end portal. Let's go ahead and blow a horn. It's not a custom sound, but it never is. Crossbow, reloading the crossbow because that's an animation. Here's what a sword looks like in your hand. Okay, let's go ahead and jump in. Well, let's eat a piece of pumpkin pie. We haven't eaten any. It's Halloween after all. Why not eat pumpkin pie? It's October. That is the time for pumpkin pies, I would say. Get a better look at these Endermen now that they're where we can see them. Cool, cool, cool. End crystal time. It's a neat end crystal. Nice little runes on it, and it's got a lacy frame. And the Ender Dragon. Come here, Ender Dragon. You have kind of a cool pattern to you. Not wildly different from well, yeah, I guess it is pretty different. I mean, it's not different geometry, but it's as patterns go, that's a cool Ender Dragon. It's got like a bunch of eyes on the side of it, or I guess those might be just scales or magical gems, but anyway, yeah, so what are my final thoughts on this pack? I really like this pack. This is one of my favorite ones that we've done so far. I wasn't expecting them to like it as much as I did, but I could tell that there from the onset that there was some real potential here, because I saw some of the textures in the preview, and those were very cool. So yeah, I think that this is a 5-star pack right here. This is in the Marketplace Pass at the moment. It won't be forever, but if you wanted to try it out and figure out whether you wanted to buy it for yourself, if you're not already convinced just from seeing this video, then that should give you a good feel for it. Yeah, so stick around for more Spooky Ducktober coming up. I got more Halloween-themed things coming up. I've got more Let's Plays, and I bought Pro Country because I had bought UFO 50 thinking that I was going to do multiple videos on it, including a like a Night Manor full playthrough video. Night Manor is a horror point and click that I thought would be great for Spooky Ducktober. That's part of UFO 50, but the problem is, like, ever since I made that first video, I can't get it to record my voice at all while I'm playing that particular game, and it's only that game, so not sure what the deal is. Anyway, but more spooky things to come, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I do these texture pack reviews very often, like once a week or so. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.